Hello guys and welcome. Tatiana is here today. I'm so happy you've joined me for this video tutorial. In this video, I'm going to share a fun interactive card featuring super fun and cute kitty from Newton's Nook Designs Newton's Birthday Balloons stamp set. I'm starting to work with Strathmore Bristol paper. I took the coordinating Newton's Birthday Balloons die set and die cut off camera all the elements I needed for this card. I'm saving the negative part of the die cuts because what I'm doing next is taking my Misty tool, stamping the adorable kitty on a scratch piece of paper, putting on top the negative part of the die cuts and use them for the perfect alignment. If you have the coordinating dies and have to work with multiple images, this method will make your life super easy and save you tons of times. Finished with stamping, I'm putting aside my images and starting working on the background. I'm switching to Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock and one of my favorite color combo from Distress Inks. The fun stencil I'm working with right now is a Cloudy Sky stencil from Newton's Nook Designs. I inked at an angle Cracked Pistachio, Mermaid Lagoon and Blueprint Sketch Distress Inks. I'm lifting the stencil and going on top with the same distress inks I used before, with a lighter hand. I am going back and forth a few times to achieve a nice and smooth blending. Since distress inks reactivate with water, I'm spritzing on top some shimmer spray. I let it sit for a few seconds and now picking some color with a paper towel. I want to make my background even more playful, and so I'm smooshing the distress inks on an acrylic block. Add a few water droplets and then spritz the color on my cloudy sky background. I'm drying everything because I want to add even more texture to this fun background. I cleaned the cloudy sky stencil and taped it once again on top of the colorful piece. I'm playing with white texture paste from Regent and putting it here and there. I'm not trying to be very precise and achieve smooth blending. I'm lifting again the cloudy sky stencil and cleaning it immediately. Here comes another trick for you guys. I'm heat setting the embossing paste while it's still wet, and the heat will make it bubble and will leave you a fun and nice texture on the clouds. I'm keeping working on the background and adding a simple stamp sentiment from the same Newton's Birthday Balloons stamp set I used before. And here comes the interactive part of this card. I'm punching a hole on my cloudy background using a simple punch tool. I want to hide the interactive element behind the kitty's balloons. And so I first tried to figure out where these balloons will end up on the background. To put up together the interactive mechanism, I also need spin and slide round disc, along with two slightly larger circles die cut from a plain white cardstock. The spin and slide round disc I'm using on this project is from my favorite scenes. In case you don't have it on hand, you can easily replace it with a round foam dot. I'm putting some strong liquid adhesive on top of one of the paper circles and gluing the round disc on top. Leave this element to dry for a few minutes and meanwhile popping the cloudy background on a foam tape. I prepared a regular A2 size card base with a black and white stripe on white side. But before popping the cloudy background on the card base, I'm sliding the interactive element inside and finishing it by gluing another white circles on top of the round spinner disc. At this point, our card background is ready and we can start making some coloring. Since I've used Strathmore Bristol paper and VersaFine Onyx black ink, which is crisp and, what is most important, waterproof, I can make my coloring with watercolor markers. Today I decided to use my Tombow markers since I really like the color range. As always, making my watercoloring, I like to work in layers. I put some initial shading and then let this area air dry well. Later I'm coming back with more strong color. I'm going back and forth a few times until I'm satisfied with the result. I'm a slow colorist and so I have to speed up this video quite a while. And of course, I'm coloring the sweet kitty as my furry little boy. His name is Tommy and he is sacred Birman cat. If you notice, while I was making the coloring, for the kitty I used a small water brush from Pentel, filled with plain water. But when I switched to work on the balloons, I used a sparkle clear shimmer pen from Spectrum Noir brand, since I wanted to add a little extra touch to my cut. Once finished with coloring, I'm gluing my kitten directly to the interactive element with the same multi-medium liquid glue I used before, and finally popping a few clouds on a foam tape. And this cut is finished. Hope you can see all the extra texture and sparkle I added to it. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys, and I hope to catch you up very soon in the next video.